happened was it just kind of like went more mainstream. We kind of thought, oh my God, what if just the average folk could wear it around all day long whenever they want it, and then after the end of the night or they plug it into their computer and it just kind of goes through them how their day went. And it just kind of comes back and it says, hey, I found out that you're kind of stressed out around 2 p.m. Looks like you got mad in your car at 5 p.m. on the way home. And it just kind of gave you bullet points and tips and tricks of how to handle your mental health better for the next day. And so that's kind of what it is. It's kind of an audio recording device. It just kind of goes around your neck and records kind of your voice, your day, your breathing, everything that's kind of going on. And then inside the system, it allows for journaling and prompts, and it allows to just kind of guide you on how your day is going and whatnot. Now, the more advanced version is there's an upgraded version side to it where you can pay extra, and what it would do is it open up a more like ChatGPT type thing. So basically it would say like, hey, I noticed you were stressed at 2 p.m. You'd be able to talk back and you'd be able to say, yeah, at 2 p.m. I was just getting off work or I was on lunch or I had a bad meeting. And what it will do is it'll just register it. It'll register it, it'll mark it, and it'll just start to learn you over time. So when you plug it back in the next day and the next day, it knows what's happening at 2 p.m. or it knows that you're at work between 9 and 5, or it knows you're doing this, that you're going to the gym at 6, and it just starts to learn you. And what it starts to do is just start to help you with your mental health over time, just kind of keep an even keel, kind of help you before things start to crack. It'll start to point out stuff in your breathing and stuff like that. And I notice this happens at 8 o'clock all the time. What's going on? And that's kind of it. So it's self-therapy, basically. So it's self-therapy. And inside the system's supposed to connect to these wellness hubs. So in the end, it would connect eventually to these wellness hubs where it'd say, hey, it looks like over the course of a week, you're not doing so well. You've been breathing a lot. You've been stressed a lot. I've got you an appointment at Missy. And the Missy is right down the road. And here we are, we're scheduling for you. And so it's kind of this interactive thing between a therapist, self-therapy. But we found that inside, when we were building it, we found that the mainstream went kind of wild for it. So what we did a campaign run. We did a small campaign run. We just kind of like teased the prototype. We said what it was going to do. It was going to help with stress, anxiety, emotional burnout, AI job displacement, identity issues, and so like that. And we just put it out in a small campaign. We did a small run to some major cities, and we sold 100. We pre-sold 100 of these things. They were $99 each. We sold 100 of them. It was like within like 3 hours, like 3 or 4 hours. And we're like, wow, because the therapist route, when we go that route, we have to do agreements with a lot of different things, insurances and licenses and whatnot. But when we went mainstream, we're like, oh my God, it sold 100 and we didn't really do anything. We haven't done nothing. And we just saw, oh wow, there's demand. Like there's real demand here. And so we set